got a job to go to. Hello, Earth to Joe. Anybody home?
Yes, I was just thinking.
Well, I wouldn't do it for too long, otherwise you'll be late. Don't want to get a reputation for that. Come on, race you.
Sorry.
If you'd like to take a seat.
The doctor will call you when she's ready.
It's not on, Joe.
I know, I'm sorry. I slept straight through.
We've all got to pull our weight with Mac and Kate away.
I know, I'm really sorry.
OK, just don't let it happen again.
You see, Joanna, sorry just doesn't cut it anymore. You deliver or you're out. End of story. There's no room for deadwood at the cutting edge. I could show you lot a thing or two about running an efficient business.
Really? So I assume e-commerce is paying dividends already, then?
Well, let's just say I'm about to make my bank manager a very happy man.
Oh. Well, in the meantime, as our new locum, perhaps you'd like to make Mr. Hall over there a very happy man. And do the job we're paying you for. Welcome back, by the way.
Green-eyed monster. Very ugly. Mr. Hall.
Morning, Riverside Surgery.
Come on, you lot. You're late. Settle down. Thanks for covering for me, Anne. I shouldn't be too long. See you later.
Oi, let's send you home early again, miss.
Hi, Julie Morris. I have an appointment with Dr. Thompson.
Yep, I will be with you in 1 second.
It's OK, Joe. It's Julie, isn't it? Come on through.
Nearly forgot. I'm out of here at 10. Early meeting with the accountant. Important stuff.
Hang on, you can't just go. We're too busy.
I'm sure you'll manage. Just.
So you've been to the termination clinic and talked to the counsellor there?
Yeah, I was there a few days ago, and I'm certain now. I definitely want to go ahead with the abortion.
It's quite a step, you know. A lot of women find it very difficult.
I know, but I really am sure now. I know it's not going to be an easy thing to do, but having this baby just wouldn't be the right thing for me at the moment, you know? Not at this stage of my career and with the father not being around. So that's it. I'm having the abortion.
Well, maybe you're right then. There is just one more thing.
What's that?
We've had some results back from the routine test the clinic did and something's shown up.
What?
I'm afraid you've tested positive for gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea? How? How did I manage
The
to...
same way you got pregnant. What worries me is how it could affect the baby.
How do you mean?
If you don't get it cleared up, there is a danger. There's a risk of the baby being infected at childbirth and developing what's known as gonococcal ophthalmia, a serious eye condition.
But I'm not going to have the baby, am I? So that's not going to be a problem, is it?
Well, if that's still the case, then no. But it could be if you changed your mind and decided to go ahead with the pregnancy.
But I'm not going to change my mind, so that's okay then.
You'll still need to be treated.
Fine.
You'll have to go to the STD clinic. They can arrange further tests and give you the exact treatment needed. They've also got facilities for contact tracing.
Contact tracing?
They'll need to get in touch with all your recent sexual partners and arrange for them to be treated if necessary.
Caroline, Can you squeeze me in a couple before lunch?
Not possible. I'm chock-a-block this morning.
Please. The mighty Rana's got to messed everything up.
Already? He's only been here an hour. What does he want?
Oh, I don't know. Some important meeting with his accountant or something. He only told me about it 2 minutes ago. Please.
Well, we can't stand in the way of our resident Bill Gates, can we? Never mind. How long will he be?
Don't ask me. He doesn't tell me anything. He just bats those big brown eyes of his and expects us all to fall down at his feet. I'll tell you what.
All right, just throw me a couple, but before 11.
Oh,
All right.
thank you.
My sexual partners. But I told you the first time I came to see you, all this happened because of one silly mistake. There's only been the one.
Even so, he needs to be contacted. He needs to be treated for his own benefit and for anyone else he's been with.
But that's not my problem, is it?
Well, if you know who he is, then yes. If he isn't treated soon, he's risking his own future fertility and the fertility of any other woman he's sleeping with. If gonorrhea isn't treated in time, it can cause serious problems. It can damage fallopian tubes, cause pelvic inflammatory disease.
All right. But what can I do? I don't even see him anymore. I told you it was just some drunken fling at work. At a works party.
If you work with him, you must be able to contact him.
No. No, he's left. He's left the area, I think.
Well, surely you can find out where he is now.
I don't want to. I don't want him to know about the baby. I just want to get this sorted out as quickly as I possibly can and get on with the rest of my life.
I can understand that you don't want him to know you're pregnant, and he doesn't have to. But you must let him know about the infection, because if you don't...
Okay, I'll try. I'll try to find him and I'll let him know. But that's the best I can do.
It's important.
You'll have to be back by 11. It's the best I can do.
Not good enough.
I said it's the best I can do.
I'm sorry, Joe, but I'm not going to be back here by 11. Simple as that. Get one of the doctors to help you to sort things out if you can't manage by yourself. I'm just the locum.
I thought you didn't want to speak to me again.
I don't want to speak to you, but I have to. That night, when we... This is serious. That night. Well... I've been to my doctor, and you left me with something I didn't bargain for. I've got gonorrhea.
Excuse me, but I can sort things out for myself, and that is exactly what I am doing now. You've got half an hour.
Joe, I said I'd be back by 11, if I can. You'll just have to find another solution.
Rana, you are supposed to be the solution.
What?
This practice is employing you as a locum. You are here to make things easier for us. If you hadn't resigned in the first place, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Joe!
Mac and Kate are away, Helen is on another planet half the time, and somebody has to keep this place together. Muggin's here. Not that anyone seems to notice. So I'd appreciate it if you could actually do some work and stop messing me about.
Just who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Just the locum, Rana, that's all. You might think by acting cute all the time you can get your own way, but I am sick of it. Just do your job.
I'm sorry, Joe. I know you're under a lot of pressure at the moment, and you've been through a hard time.
Don't patronise me.
I'm not, but I've got a business to run here, and I can't afford to let it go under just because I'm helping out here.
Helping out? This is not voluntary work, Rana. You are being paid.
Yeah, I do sympathise, but I really haven't got time for this.
Yes, well, that's obvious, isn't it? Perhaps it would be better all round if we got someone else in. I'll have a word with Helen for you, shall I?
No, wait. I'll talk to Steve about it. I'll sort it.
Gonorrhea? I didn't even think that still existed.
Well, it does, and we've both got it.
That's horrible. What'll I do if the rest of my classmates find out?
Well, I'm glad you're just thinking about yourself.
Doesn't it send you, mad?
Don't be so stupid.
But I'll be all right when I'm, down there.
Yes, you'll be all right down there, as long as you get yourself to your doctor. Go to your doctor, take the medicine they give you, and you'll be fine. It's simple as that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Just make sure you go to your doctors, OK? Go on, it's clear. And Sean, it was you I caught it from. Definitely.
What's up with you?
Nothing.
I said, what is up with you?
Leave me alone. Go on. Tell us. You won't tell anyone, will you? I've got the clap. I've got gonorrhea.
Ooh, nasty. Who'd you get that off then?
I'm not bothered about who I got it off. It's how I'm going to get rid of it I'm bothered about.
No worries there, mate.
Hey?
No problem. My brother had it once. Nasty discharge and that. Yeah. Get a dose of antibiotics from your doctors. Clears it up in no time. So he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you won't tell anyone, will you?
Of course not. We're mates in
Well,
one.
you better not, because if you
I
do...
won't say a word. Well, what are you waiting for? On your way?
Hi. I was, wondering if I could see Dr. Rowland.
Well, I'm afraid he's very busy this morning. He could probably fit you in this afternoon, after school.
Well, it's kind of urgent, really. That's why I came straight here instead of waiting.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Hi, Steve. Could you squeeze in a...
Sean Phillips.
Sean Phillips, please. Says it's urgent. OK, yep. It's your lucky day. You can go straight through.
Well, you're right. Looks like it could be gonorrhea. I think it was someone at a party, it said.
Yeah. Just some girl I met, you know. Just one of those things, I hardly knew her.
Yeah, well, it's not clever, Sean, sleeping around. There's a lot of things going around out there that you can't just cure with a course of antibiotics. You have to be careful. If you're going to have sex, use a condom.
I know. I usually do. This just happened like I said and I wasn't ready. But I'll be all right, won't I?
Yeah, you'll be fine, but I'll have to refer you.
Yeah, it's just that I'm supposed to be starting this job in the summer for this computer firm. I mean, if I couldn't start if I was sick, they'd go mad. I'd probably lose my chance.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about that. You'll be all right with work. The clinic will give you a course of antibiotics and the infection should clear up quite quickly.
The clinic?
Yeah, the STD clinic. That's where you're going to have to go. They'll do some tests, confirm it's gonorrhea, and make sure you get the right treatment. They're also going to have to check out anybody else you've had sex with recently.
No, there isn't anybody else.
But you just said to me that you're usually safe. And if that's true, then it's likely it was this girl that you caught this from, and she's going to have to get treatment.
No, it wasn't her. I know it wasn't.
But she's still going to have to know. If she didn't get treated, this could cause some serious harm. If she didn't get this seen to, she could become infertile.
No, she's fine. She knows all about it. OK. I'll let her know. I will. I'll see her at school.
And you'll definitely have a word with her.
I will, yeah.
And you will go to the STD clinic, won't you, Sean?
Yeah, no problem.
It really is important you go, Sean.
I will. Thanks, Doc. See ya.
The last one, will you?
Teen trouble?
Hmm?
The young guy in reception.
Oh, Sean, no. He's just been a bit silly, that's all. I just hope he does the right thing now.
Go on.
Well, typical 16-year-old lad, really. He goes to a party, gets drunk, wakes up with more than a hangover. Gonorrhea. And all he's worried about is whether he can go to work for a computer firm.
Gonorrhea?
Mm-hmm.
He says he got it off someone he met at a party.
Yeah, something to do with school, I think.
What school is it he goes to?
The comp, I think. Yeah, Leatherbridge comp.
Julie Morris's school.
Is she another pupil?
Not quite. She's a teacher.
Everything all right?
I'm afraid not. I'm a little worried, Dr. Mystery.
If I had a pound for every time someone said that to me.
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand how you've arrived at these projected figures for the month.
I just think that's what I pay you to do.
What worries me most is you seem to have an awful lot going out and not much coming back in. Nothing coming back in fact.
Well, yeah, but it's still early days.
Not too early to be seeing a return.
Yeah, but remember, I'm still owed something from...
Dr. Mystery, I'm sorry, but the little you're owed really isn't the point here. We really do need to see some profit coming in, or I'm afraid you are in trouble.
Can't be. Must be a coincidence.
I don't think so. It adds up.
I suppose so. If they were both at the party, both drunk. He's a mature lad, she's young.
And his teacher.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to work out how it could have happened. You say she's pregnant?
About 2 months. She's keen to get rid of it, though.
Well, that's something at least.
Meaning?
Well, meaning that if we're right about this, at least she's not keeping the baby.
That's not the point, Steve. This woman's having a relationship with a pupil. This is a case of abuse we're dealing with.
Look, I know it's serious, but I think we ought to be aware of the facts. We're not even sure there's a connection.
Then we need to find out.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'll get Jo to call her back in. And I'll ask her.
I know things don't look good at the moment. But as I said, it's still early days. I really think that I'm on the threshold of something big here. I'm getting more and more hits on the site every day, and with a bit more time...
But it's more earnings and not just hits you need right now. If not, I really don't think you're going to make it through the next month.
I'll just have to go back to the bank and get another loan. And if they say no, I'll go to the building society. I mean, if all it's going to take is one more lump sum to kickstart things, I'm sure I can get it from somewhere.
Given the state of your finances at the current time, I really don't think the bank or anyone else will give you another loan.
But they have to. I mean, all I need is just a little bit more. Just to get me through to the next stage of the marketing campaign, and then I'll be home and dry.
Well, you're going to have to get the funds from somewhere else. What about family?
No. Definitely not.
Friends?
No, no way. What about my locum work? What if, I put in some more hours at the
Wouldn't
surgery?
be enough.
Well, there must be something. I've come this far. I'm not going to give up without a fight.
Well, there is one thing.
What?
Looking at your assets.
What?
You do own a very expensive car.
Is there something wrong? I wasn't sure what to think when your receptionist said you wanted to see me again.
I'm not sure if there's something wrong yet. That's why I asked you to come back in so I could check.
What? What is it?
Another of our patients, a boy from your school, came in this morning needing to be treated for gonorrhea.
What's that got to do with me?
Bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
I don't see why. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that perhaps this was the person you had sex with at the party.
No.
Perhaps you and he are lovers.
No, don't be absurd. Sean Phillips is just a boy.
Let's ask him.
We're not lovers. It was just that one night. At the party. I know it was stupid. I know, but I was drunk and...
You fool.
I know. But he doesn't know. About the baby. He's never going to know about it.
That's not the point.
Isn't it? If I get rid of it, then no one will ever need know about this. I told you. It was a mistake. I'm sorry. I was drunk, I was stupid. We both were,
But you're his teacher. There's no excuse. You had a responsibility, Julie. To your profession, to yourself, and to him.
Temper, temper.
Don't you start. Sorry, I've just been at this thing all morning because of him.
Him being?
That horrible little man who thinks he can do what he wants when he wants without thinking of others. The almighty Rana.
Oh. Joe, Rana's Rana. You shouldn't let him wind you up. It's not worth it. Anyway, I'm missing an early lunch because of him today, and I'm supposed to be meeting Lee, but do I complain?
Yeah, but he does wind me up. That's the problem. He's swanning in here like he owns the place, like he's doing us all some huge favour. I mean, who does he think he is?
What are you going to do?
I've got no choice. I'll have to report you. I'm sorry.
Are you sure that's the right thing to do?
Yes, of course I am.
What about Sean? I understand that I have to take responsibility for what I've done. That's okay, I'll handle that. I'm an adult. But Sean's just a young boy, and I don't know how he'll cope when things come out.
You should have thought of that in the first place.
I know. But that's not really the point, is it? I know I've done wrong, but I don't want to ruin Sean's life. Do you?
Of course I don't, but I've got no choice. I have to report you. And if that ruined Sean's life, that's because of what you did.
I'll move away. I'll have the abortion and I'll move back to Edinburgh, to my parents. Please, no one need know about this and Sean can get on with the rest of his life in peace. Please. Is it fair to punish us both for one stupid mistake?
She admitted it.
In the end, yes. She said it was just a drunken mistake.
So what happens now?
What do you think? I reported to the authorities.
But what if she was telling the truth? What if it's just a mistake?
Oh, come on, Steve. The woman's a teacher. She can't afford to make mistakes like this.
Even so.
No, I can't ignore what she's done. And Sean's your patient. You should be thinking about his interests.
Well, that's exactly what I am doing. When he came to see me this morning, all he was bothered about was a chance to start some job in the summer. I mean, if all this comes out, then what's going to happen? He might lose the job, lose the break he's been looking for. It just all seems so unfair, that's all.
I know, you're right. But I can't let her get away with this.
Why not? What if she was telling the truth and it's just one stupid mistake? We can all do that, can't we?
That's not fair. Chris and I are both adults. This is a child we're talking about. It's abuse. There's no comparison. And besides, what if it wasn't just a mistake? What if she knew what she was doing? What if she's done it before? What if she does it again?
I still think that abuse is too strong a word for what's essentially a mistake. I mean, admittedly a bad mistake.
You don't really think that? I can't believe it, Steve. This woman's his teacher. There's no way she can get away with this. You know, when I was at teacher training, we had the same thing in the secondary school I was working at.
What happened?
It was a mess. The teacher's career was finished. The kid was left in a really bad way. They were still trying to pick up the pieces when I left.
I just think that perhaps if we'd...
Look, there's no perhaps about it. It's simple. Helen has to report her. I am right.
Yeah, hi, Benjamin's garage. Yeah, I think I might have something that you might be interested in.
OK, I'll see you in about 15 minutes. Thanks. Bye. I thought you were meeting with Lee.
Yeah, I was. I just got back. Sorry, I just wanted to say that I think you're right. You're going to have to report Julie Morris.
Well, I've just arranged to meet Mike Brisley, head of the school.
All right.
When Julie came in to see me, she put up quite a persuasive case. It's been nagging at me, but I just can't let her walk away from it, can I? I don't think Julie Morris is a danger to her pupils. If I did, I'd have rung social services. But I think there might be a compromise here.
Is that why you're going to the school? Are you hoping someone else is going to make the decision for you?
No, I'm not trying to dodge my responsibility. But if I see Mike Brisley, maybe he can deal with Julie without any comeback on Sean. Get her to resign.
Yeah, well, he's still going to have to report it to the social services. I mean, he can't risk this happening again somewhere else, can he?
I know, but it's worth trying for Sean's sake, don't you think?
Good luck.
Next time, Dr. Mystery, I would appreciate some notice of your appointments.
Yeah, OK, I'm sorry.
No, let me go. Dr. Thompson, what are you doing here?
I've come to see Mr. Brisley.
About me. And what are you going to tell him?
Come on, Julie, you know what I've got to do. Why don't you come in with me?
No, I can't.
Come on. Time to face up to things.
Yeah, I'll catch you up, all right, yeah? Get yourself sorted out, then.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bill.
No problem. Come on.
You all right?
Come on. Oh, he's talking on the ball. He takes it round.